Hello, I'm Mark Ells, Town Manager, and this is my Town Manager's update for the period of May 5th through May 18th. Well, we are proceeding with our operating budget to Town Council for FY 2024. It's been submitted, and later this evening, the Town Council will be reading in the budget items, and on June 1st, we will commence the hearing. Mark Milne, our Director of Finance, has provided a pre-recorded summary of the FY 2024 operating budget for all of you to view, and it's available on our website. Our legal department continues to participate in the discussion to prohibit discharge of radioactive wastewater into Cape Cod Bay during the decommissioning process of the Plymouth nuclear power plant. We have reached out to the other Cape managers. They're supportive of this effort that we and Plymouth and the Association for the Preservation of Cape Cod have undertaken, and they will be active in support of this as we move forward. The town of Barnstable is currently working on its local comprehensive plan, which is a long-term vision and growth policy that will guide Barnstable's future over the next 10 years. The local comprehensive planning committee invites the community to review the draft phase 1 vision plan, which is now open for public comment through the close of business on June 15th. The draft phase 1 vision statement is available on the town's local comprehensive plan website, and comments can be submitted online or by email through that website. The town manager's office held a public hearing on proposed green burial regulations on May 10, 2023. The full text of the proposed regulation is available on the town's website under the town manager hearings, and public comment will be taken through June 9th. As reported previously in my communications, last summer, we were required to stop beach raking at some of our public beaches after a complaint was received by the Massachusetts Natural Heritage and Endangered Species Program. And it was regarding a species of a rare and endangered species. Now, back in 2021, Mass Heritage released a document that clarified their permitting requirements for raking beaches within endangered species habitat. The document stated that a permit is required for all beach raking activities. Now, Barnstable has a permit, it's referred to as the acronym MESA permit, for Sandy Neck, and you may be familiar with it if you're off-road vehicle out there. But now we're required to do this at the other designated beaches, which is Douses, Calmus, Craigville, Covels, and Forts. So we're going forward with that permitting, and we expect to work through those permits, and by next summer, hope to have permits in place so that we will be allowed to resume raking. But these 5 beaches will not be routinely raked this year. Town recognizes that even once we have these permits, what we do on these beaches will be greatly reduced, and it's important that we let our public know this so that we can educate them and prepare them for the fact that we won't be doing this routine raking. Town's committed to providing public access to our beaches while still protecting our natural environment, and we'll update you as we progress with these permits. I've talked to you in the past about the Cape Cod Community College notifying the town that they are going to take over an asset, a piece of land that immediately abuts their parking lots on the southeast side of the college property. Now, the college has come to us and asked us if we would waive a public notice requirement that would reduce that public notice period from 120 days to 30 days so they can proceed with their land use assessment that they're going to do. I have spoken with the president of the college and spoken with the state and asked for the justification to that. I haven't received a clear justification, so at this point, I am not inclined to waive that 120-day notification period. But I will keep you advised. I mean, that commenced on April 19th, so we're 30 days into it, and right now there's about 90 days left. And so they've already held a public hearing, and I don't believe there was a significant amount of public comment at this point. But for now, I'm not going to waive the requirement of 120 days. We continue to meet with state officials on the proposed changes to Title V and watershed permit regulations. Our most recent meeting was held on May 10th to continue the discussion regarding specific questions by Mass DEP relevant to the comment letters that the town of Barnstable and other communities have submitted. Next discussion is scheduled for later this afternoon, where the Title V Advisory Committee, which I am a member, will meet to continue to review these proposed regulations. And I'll keep you advised of our progress on that matter. Our public outreach for the two-way conversion of the downtown high area streets has concluded its conceptual phase. Now, that project is referred to as the Great Streets Downtown Hyannis Project, and it's focused on re-envisioning how Hyannis Main Street and the surrounding streets and intersections are designed and how they function. The project aims to place more of an emphasis on pedestrian, address congestion, and enhance public space and opportunity for multiple modes of transportation downtown. A final report on this first conceptual phase is available online on our website, along with a video recording of the meeting at which this final preliminary design report was presented. We anticipate additional public outreach and discussion as we progress with this project. The Barnstable Youth Commission is hosting their annual Youth Summit for the Barnstable Intermediate School students on Friday, May 19th, at the Barnstable Adult Community Center. The event features speakers Kevin Rosario of Gosnold and Robert Hackinson of Dynamic Influence. The speakers will help educate students about making good choices as they enter into high school and educate them about the impacts and effects of drugs and alcohol. The summit will also feature Barnstable High School students mentoring our intermediate school students on what to expect in high school. A vendor fair will take place at the Barnstable Intermediate School for students to pass through and gather information, and there'll be 20 Barnstable High School clubs and 5 youth-driven organizations there. So we look forward to doing that for our intermediate school students. Finally, that concludes the town manager's update for May 18th. And Kelly Colopy, our communications manager for the Department of Public Works, will provide an update on water resource management planning, including the comprehensive wastewater management plan. Thank you.
Hello, Kelly Colopy from the Department of Public Works, and I will be walking you through our water resource management update. Beginning with a look at the Route 28 East Sewer Expansion Project. On May 11th, we completed a very specific portion of overnight work within the Route 28 roadway, and since then, the contractor has moved to the southern portion of Finney's Lane to install necessary drainage. This work is occurring between Route 28 and approximately Teligan Trail, and we anticipate that wrapping up within the week so that we can prepare to reopen the roadway for the summer season. Additionally, we do have some summer-related work for the sewer expansion project planned at 2 locations. Both of these locations will not require work to happen within the roadway, rather within the shoulder areas. The first will be in front of the Barnstable Intermediate School. This construction will be happening within the shared use path, and a planned pedestrian detour will be in place. Additionally, we will have some sewer construction happening within the shoulder just in front of the water pollution control facility. And again, no roadway impacts, no impacts to traffic, but you will see that work happening within the shoulder of the roadway. Additionally, we have the Finney's Lane pump station. Work is continuing to progress there. You'll see on the left-hand side of your screen a photo from February 2023 and the progress that has been made through May of 2023. Currently, right now, we are installing the upper deck and support system for this crucial pump station. Next, with the Strawberry Hill Road sewer expansion project, all sewer-related construction is complete. Restoration along the project is ongoing in the northern portion of this project route, so approximately from Route 28 moving up north. From Route 28 moving down south along the project route, we anticipate sewer service lateral service to start this fall. Additionally, we have the electrical service that we are awaiting for the pump station on Strawberry Hill Road. We received notification from Eversource last week that they anticipate having that generator service available in the fall. So we will be able to complete that work in the coming months. Vineyard Wind is still occupying Finney's Lane. However, we did learn last night that their duct bank installation has been completed. So there will be no further excavation on Finney's Lane related to the Vineyard Wind project. There will be some additional cable pulling and vault activity at various locations indicated in the orange that you'll see in the map on the left hand of your screen. This work is really just going to be reduced to a single lane alternating, so you are going to start to see Finney's Lane opening up in a major way, allowing for more traffic flow, and with that will come some temporary restoration. We are also proceeding, or I should say Vineyard Wind is proceeding, with restoration of Strawberry Hill Road from Craigville Beach Road to Pine Street. Final paving, including line striping, is anticipated to happen next week, just ahead of Memorial Day weekend. And remaining work also includes shoulder restoration, which includes loam and seeding. You'll see below, at the bottom of your screen, we do have scheduling in progress for Attucks Lane restoration, and then the remainder of Finney's Lane and Wauquaket Lane will be restored with curb-to-curb repaving in the fall. Shifting back to sewer-related construction, the Centerville Village Sewer Expansion Project continues to advance through design. Initial public comment periods have closed for both the Mothers Park-related items that we've discussed previously at public information meetings, as well as our preliminary and initial discussion around post-construction restoration of Main Street, Centerville, and the surrounding areas. We're evaluating all of the feedback, and we're very thankful for the residents and business owners who've provided an immense amount of public comment. We'll be formalizing a public comment summary that will be published to the Barnstable Water Resources website and will ultimately help with this first phase of design. Looking at the water pollution control facility, we continue to make great improvements at the solids processing facility with all of the upgrades that we have in progress. That construction is ongoing, and we do anticipate completion before the end of the year. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you will see that the second gravity belt thickener was installed this week. And another major milestone includes the motor control center being energized. This effectively means that now all power for this project can flow through the motor control center. Looking at the nitrogen removal and headworks improvements program, preliminary design work is underway. Additionally, plant personnel have been visiting various sites to scope and ultimately evaluate various pieces of machinery that will be potentially used for the build out of this project here in town. The effluent disposal evaluation project continues. We are contracting for the next phase of work and will provide updates to the extent possible as we move forward. And lastly, looking at our ponds and lakes. Tonight we anticipate a vote for Agenda Item 2023-127, which is the appropriation order for the floating treatment wetland pilot study at Long Pond, Marston's Mills. We've received a lot of great feedback and support from the community and anticipate a positive vote this evening. That concludes our water resource management update. Thank you.